Now, as you know, in the heroic last episode, we defeated Manchester City and became the second team of Manchester. But now we've got a much bigger foe, a proper challenge, a team that's not only big in Manchester, but big around the world. But we've not done bad in our 8 years of this series. We've won a couple of trophies. We've won the Vanarama National, the Vanarama North, the Checkatrade Trophy and the Buildup Trophy, Sky Bet League 2 and 1, and of course we've won the mighty League Cup. But on the other side of the city, Jose Mourinho and his Manchester United side have won 7 Premier League titles on the run, soon to be 8. They've won 2 FA Cups and 2 League Cups, and if they beat Man City in the FA Cup final this year, they'll have won 3 FA Cups. They've also won the Champions League, the European Super Cup, and of course the World Club Cup. They have been pretty special. If I'm honest, Jose Mourinho is definitely the king of Manchester. But you know what? Someone's got to challenge him and someone's got to beat him one day. We are fighting a giant of football. I mean, wow. Jesus Christ. We're going to need your help, mate. Hello, I'm buildup and welcome to episode 68 of my Manchester Central series. As I always say, thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it. While you're here, smash the like button. It's not that hard. Just give it a tickle. Don't forget to smash the bell as well, and you'll never miss an episode. Right, today, wow, we're in the Champions League semi-final. We did well last episode, didn't we, eh? If you've not seen it, even though you now know we get through, it is worth a watch. Brilliant. I'm still buzzing. Like really buzzing. But today, different story. Manchester United. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, because you never know with football, do you? We've got a bit to get through as well. We've got some good news as well. Can't wait to share with you. And we'll do that first before we jump into anything. Right, let's get started. And yes, that first bit of news is we've moved back into the Soubrette Dalton Stadium. Happy days. I've loved the Macron though. To be fair, I've not had great experiences being at the Macron in previous saves I've had on different games. But this time it's been a great place to play. We've had a fantastic season. It was great in Europe for us. And now we're going into this game against Manchester United at the Soubrette. I mean, what a debut in the Champions League, eh? Manchester United. But I'm just hoping that we have a bit of luck with it. But it's a Soubrette Dalton, and it's just good to be home. So we played 3 games off camera, and the first game we played was against Burnley, a B team. They've started to give some guys a game, why not? Resting them for the bigger games. And I think third in the Premier League is pretty much safe and secure. So we beat Burnley 3-1, Di Moran hat-trick. And with that victory against Burnley, we secured our Champions League spot for next year. So we guaranteed a top 4 finish, which is great. So with us qualifying for the Champions League, guaranteed, the chairman, Mr. Paul Maguire, he's set the budgets for next year, giving us quite a decent wage budget, but apparently I'm going to have 85 million to spend. If we do carry on next year, might be able to get 2 fullbacks for that. Next game, we're at home again at the Soubrette. Again, I love being back at the Soubrette. It's nice to say them words, the Soubrette. And I B-teamed it, and we drew with Bournemouth. So yeah, points dropped here, but I'm not too fussed. We were probably lucky to draw. We had the manager a month as well, and I've been doing pretty well, to be fair. Done pretty well recently, not lost many games. Next up, we went away to Newcastle, massive club. I didn't B-team it because basically I wanted the guys to be fresh and ready to play against Manchester United. And they did a good job. Ricardo Maida scored, Labras scored. A lot of the time, I don't have a lot of the ball. It's when you have that ball, getting forward and scoring goals. That's what I like to do. I don't like to keep the ball, do nothing with it. Let's take a look at the Premier League, and obviously we're still third. I think that's pretty much guaranteed now, isn't it? I mean, look at that. 9 points clear of Chelsea. 2 games to go. It's ours. It is ours, isn't it? If we do well in this first leg, I'll definitely be B-teaming the game in between that and the second leg. Why not? Give guys a game, you know. We haven't got anyone really apart from Gamma. We've got Gamma who's crept into the assist chart now. But we've got no one on the goal scorers chart or the average rating chart. But like I've said this before, I think this year's been a real team effort. Let's have a look at some of the stats, seeing we're near the end of the year. Normally we're usually at the top, aren't we, goal scoring, but we're not as much this year. Where are we? We're 4th on the list. with 73 goals. United and City have scored tons this year. Arsenal scored more than us. What? But we're still putting in the back of the net, don't we? We still score some good goals. And at least we're top of this, eh? When you think all year, all I've done is train defensively, maybe that's something. Maybe that's why we're not at the top of the goal scoring charts. Because all we're doing is training defence. That's all I'm doing. But we're top of the goals from corners list. But I'm hoping that's helped us this year. And I think it really has. You've got to think, right? Last couple of years we've been at the top of the goal scoring charts, haven't we? And we've been like 15th, 16th, 17th in conceded. And it's really stopped us from being a next level team. Now I know we're finishing third again this year. But I think we've done it in a better way. Obviously, we've done it, and we're in the Champions League as well still. We were in the League Cup all the way to the end. We got quite far in the FA Cup. So we've had more games, and we've still been consistently good in the Premier League. And we're 5th in the defence. That is a massive improvement, that. Now we've got one injury going into today's games, and it's Mark Shelley's. He's still got a few days out. He got injured against City, you might remember, when I was praising him, and then he got injured. Then Maida came on, and Maida scored, do you remember? So yeah, he's still injured, which is a massive loss because he's not had his best season, but he's still a great player. Going on to my best 11 of all time, mainly because you might want to know this. I was going to wait till the end of the season maybe to have a look at this, but just from playing Di Moran recently in a couple of games and scoring 4 goals, it just makes me think about how long he's been at the club. Now he's on the bench for the best overall 11, but he has played, I think he's played now the most games. I think he's overtaken. No, he hasn't. Jakey Bird still holds that record with 239 games. Jake Bird was a legend, wasn't he? Sir Brett scored 100. I love that. I love how he's so perfect, Sir Brett. He's got a stadium named after him. He's got a beautiful face. He gets all the women, and he finished his career with bang on 100 goals. Now, let's get into this first live comment. I want to have a good look at Manchester United. And first, we're going to look at our past meetings since we've played them. Now, we never played them until we got in the Premier League, and now we've played them 6 times. And we've been spanked quite a lot of them. And we have managed to draw, and we have beaten. That's what this is on here. And you might notice who scored. Hey, Di Moran. Now Manchester United have still got Jose Mourinho as in charge. They've won the league every year, 7 years. They're going to win it this year. It's going to be 8 years. And in that video at the beginning, you've won Champions League, World Champions, you've won FA Cups, League Cups. And he's done it by changing his team. So he's done a bit of a Fergie. The team he won a lot of that stuff with, I don't think he's got that. But these are his transfer dealings for this year. You might not be able to see because of my head, but he spent 140 million, 138 on Dembele for Paris Saint-Germain. But he sold Lukaku. He's still a decent player. He's now at Spurs. We're going his history. I mean, look at all the years at United. He did okay, didn't he, I suppose? Now this is his squad. I've arranged it by goals scored because I know he's got Dybala, who's injured, so hopefully he's not playing today. So we haven't got Shelley, we haven't got Dybala, we haven't got Martial either, who's a top player for him. That could really be helpful for us because Martial's good on this game. Then I've got this kid. I think he's from their academy, and there's a guy who started playing now. They haven't got Lukaku, and he's called Danny Johnson. He's 23 years old. Look at his physicals. He's composed. His finishing's 11 now. Let's have a quick look at Pogba, who's class on this game. He's 32 years old. But this is a team that walks the Premier League. Now you might not have noticed before because I didn't point it out, but Manchester United haven't been beat this year. They haven't been beat. We've only been beaten 4 times in the league.
Tonight is the biggest night in Manchester Central history. It's the first ever Champions League game at the Sir Brett Dalton Stadium. It's the first leg semi-final against Manchester United. Now Bood, no matter what the result tonight, you've got to be proud of the success that you've brought to the club so far.
Super proud, mate. It's not just me though. A lot of the staff that started out are still with me. It's just the manager's one of them, and the chairman has put a lot of work in as well, earning his Lamborghini. But it's the fans as well who've been really supportive. We've grown the fan base, and we've all done it together. So yeah, I think we're all proud, really.
As we all know, Manchester United look set to be crowned as Premier League champions for an 8th consecutive season. Now, many people have already written you off in this tie. Do you actually think that you've got what it takes to get past them and actually win this competition?
You've got to believe. I mean, we've beaten Manchester City, we've beaten Inter Milan in the group stages. There's no reason why we can't beat Manchester United, but I've got a good young team. When they play to the best, they can beat anybody. But I mean, Manchester City, don't get me wrong, they're a good club. They've had some success, but in reality they're just a turd that's had a bit of a polish. Manchester United is a different level. This is a proper big club, a club full of class, history, power. This is a different level, but we're relishing in it. This is what it's all about.
And is it safe to assume that the chairman's going to be throwing another one of his lavish, outlandish parties if you do get through to the final?
Yeah, you definitely have to come. Since he's getting his bonus payments buying his Lamborghinis, he's turned his house in Cheshire into a bit of a playboy mansion. It's got a cave and everything, a grotto. It's awesome. We've got prostitutes coming, we've got a couple of playgirls coming, some pop stars coming, a couple of politicians. There's going to be drugs and beer. We've got to be there, mate.
Well, good luck tonight, Bude. You're going to f***ing need it.
Tell me about it, because we're probably going to get... Right then, here we are with the match preview. We're in excellent form. You're not even in inconsistent form. Come on, FM gods. Come on. I'm a Man United fan. I want to beat Man United today. Okay, welcome to the Sir Brett Dalton Stadium. It's looking alright, isn't it? A bit bigger. The stands are looking a bit steeper. I think we've had 6,000 seats put in. Happy days. And this is the team. I've still got it. The City winners team, apart from obviously Maida, is replacing Shelley today. But we've got Dino on the bench as well. We've got a strong bench. I've got my red central hat on. It's a central hat. Come on, give me some luck. We need luck. Cross your fingers, lads. I don't know, cross your toes, do whatever you do to give me some luck right now. That's what it's all about, eh? This is what it's all about. The sun is shining. Let's get this show on the road. Right, team talk. I want to be calm. So just say all the best. We all Man United. We all Man United. Let's get some revenge. I love revenge. Go, me and Joe said, you know what? He's said a few things about me in the past. He took the mickey out of me in the sides of my club. It's Jose Mourinho. I love him. I love him. Anyway, here's Man United. They kick off. Look at the kits. I love it. And we're both playing red, black and white, just in a different combination. Dembele, come on, don't go down early. If we go down early, we're buggered. We need Gandalf to have one of his wizardly performances. So yeah, I just want to say thanks for all the support in the last episode. It's so much fun to make. Great result. It's great when you have a result you don't expect. It's a brilliant feeling. I'm still buzzing off it. Kind of dreading wanting to play this in case it puts a dampener on it, but you know what? You never know. Look how big Pogba is, by the way. Keane's massive. Look how big he is. They've got a big team here, haven't they? Here's Dembele crossing it in. Well done. Well defended. Come on, Gandalf. What was Gandalf doing then? Right. Encouraging. What was Gandalf doing then? That's what I said. I need a wizard performance, not a stand there and watch the ball go past you into the net performance. David De Gea's dyed his hair blonde as well. This is me worry, you know. We were so good at the macro. So good. It was a lucky bloody omen for us, wasn't it? Let's get him on the counter. Let's show these guys what Central's all about. Here's Kemphy. I don't know who I'm looking at over there. I need something to punch. Like, come on! Like Garcia. Inside to Labras. Labras to Moss. Moss to Gamma. Come on, Gamma. Come on, kid. Give it to Kent. Come on, Kent. Show him what you've got all about. He's stood it through to Gamma. Gamma's into the box. That's got to be a penalty. He's pointing to the spot. To take it. Mark Shelley normally takes it, but Mark Shelley's done a bit of a Rooney and missed a few recently. Come on, Gamma. You're bloody legend. We're back in it. 1-1. Booyaka. Yeah, I'm a good friend, the Unflushable. Again, check his channel out. He does some really good videos. Not a football manager, but they've just got to be well worth a watch. He wants me to put like a compilation together with all my celebrations. I think I might do that when the series ends. Can't breathe. Come on, boys. Mossy gives it out to, you know. Come on, pick this up. He has done. Well done. Labras to Moss. Moss to Maida. Maida's been brought down. Come on. Oh no, he's threaded it through. That's a bit of a central move. They're going to central us. Moise Keane again. He's going to turn. He's not going to score because he's wank. Right, it's half time. Hearing the floodlights of the Sabret. And we're getting battered really, but possession wise, we're not doing anything bad. They've just had more chances, I suppose. They've also had a lot of bookings. If they get a freaking red card, oh come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm going to stay calm at the minute. It's time for everyone to dig in, give everything you've got left tonight. We deserve to win this match, so let's go out there and do it. I love that. That's like a freaking inspirational speech. Right, and I got one green. Come on, let's clap him. Come on, let's sing our songs. Do you know what I mean? I keep thinking of songs in the head, you know. I thought of a brilliant one the other day. I might share it with you, I might not. Right, come on, lads. Let's get an early goal in the second half. Take the ball off him and get him on the counter. Here's Johnson, now a good regen, crosses it in and they've scored straight away. Keane again. Right, this is a bit disappointing. Push forward, let's go for it. There's the brass back to Chan. Into Moss. Come on, Moss. To Gamma. Gamma. Come on! Here's Mossy again, he's picked it up, threaded through to Garcia. We've not seen much of Garcia today. You just get a feeling it's not going to be your day. I'm feeling it. I even kept my beard and it's itching my face off. Kept it for good luck. I don't think it's going to bring me any ears, Maida. Oh, it might do! It might do! Keep the beard, rub the beard! Gamma, 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 rub the beard! See, that's what we need to do. We need to stop passing it around in the middle, get it to the wings and cross it in. That's how we score a lot of our goals. We have a long ball, or we cross it in. Half an hour ago, it's 2-2. Oh, he's not on a booking already, is he? Is he on a booking already? What did I say? What did I say? We've gone down 10 men. We've gone down 10 men! Okay, making 2 changes. Maida's not on a great game, so I'm bringing him off for Di Moran. Can always score a goal. Both my central midfielders are booked, so I'm going to bring off Moss for Foreman, mainly because Moss was the most tired. I think we've done a freaking good. You know what I mean here? We've got more of the ball. We've only had a couple less chances. We've done well here. It's Old Trafford where we need to be worried. Go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on. Here we go, here we go. Gamma pings out to Dino. Come on, Dino. Non-league Dino. Come all the way through the system. Come all the way through the ranks. Crosses it in. It's a bit high. Gamma heads it down to the press. Oh my God. Get in. That's what I'm talking about. Tactical freaking genius. Sod it. 2 minutes. I'm not risking it. We're winning. We're winning. We're winning. We're winning. I'm going to switch to the wall. Close this game out. What a way to start your Champions League debut in the freaking Sir Dalton by beating Manchester United 3-2. I'm going to be passionate because that was just bloody brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. Loads of green. So proud, man. So we've got to play Swansea at home in the Premier League in between Total B team. I might even play some real kids in that game. So we played Swansea. We beat them 2-1. Quintas scored no goal. But we came back with 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. Baza scored and Gamma came on and scored the winner. We rested because there's only 2 games in between the first leg and this, and then we've only got another 2 days rest after this and the next leg against Manchester United, so it is tight. I wonder what United did. Well, Manchester United beat Chelsea at home, but they played Chelsea. For some reason, they've 18'd it. I mean, look at their players here. Dembele, Keane, they've all played. Hey? No Paul Pogba, team tired. Now normally this guy's super cocky. He has said some bad things about us in the press. I might not have showed you in the past, slagging us off, calling us a small club, loads of stuff. Now he's worried about nerves. Here we are outside the Sir Dalton Stadium. Beautiful stadium, best stadium in Manchester. It is good to be home. So to make sure we've got all the same look we had against Man City, we're taking the same coach with us. As you can see, it's the same crew. Hopefully they're lucky again. On our way, we went through Denton in East Manchester, past the black and white church, 600 years old. Then past Bellevue Greyhound Stadium, where our original stadium used to be in the 1920s. Then again, past the GMX, which I forgot to say last time, used to be called Manchester Central. And then here we are, we pulled up outside Old Trafford. Now I know we won the first leg. I know this is going to be a tough task, but we've got a slim chance. We've got hope. I've got hope. Hopefully you've got hope. Let's do it. So on to the match preview. We're in excellent form. They're still in inconsistent form. Their favourites are at Old Trafford. I mean, even tired, surely, even with a couple of like 3 of the 4 of their best players missing, it's still Manchester United. So here we are at Old Trafford. It's beautiful. It's red. We've got a fully fit team, a good team. They've got a patched together, knackered team. I'm here, shall I stay calm? We've got nothing to lose here, we know how good we are. Let's just show everyone else what we're capable of. That's what we need to do, innit? We're not this tiny club anymore. We are central. Right, here come the boys. This time there's no manager handshake. Jose is feeling the nerves and so is his team. Got nothing to lose, we've got no fear. When you're young, you play without fear, and hopefully that's what they do today at Old Trafford. Right, Man United on the ball, early doors, only a minute in. Here's Dembele. I mean, he's like on 80% fitness. Most of his team's like 80% fit. So they might start off well. And they have, aren't they? What the frig? Hey? What I was about to say is they might start off well, but hopefully they get tired. Because they're not too bad, but definitely behind us in terms of fitness. I love this game, and to get to a Champions League final will be something pretty special, really. I mean, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I mean, we had such a great opportunity here to do this. I'd be really disappointed in these guys if they don't achieve something here today. At least score a goal. Come on, lads, like, get them on the counter. Let's play some central football. Let's show them what we're all about. Get it out to Kempy or Garcia. Here's Gamma. He's going to get crushed. He's going to get crushed. He does that all the time. But here's Johnson again. He scored again. I didn't think we'd go 2-0 down so quick. That's really has put. I don't even know what to say. I really thought we'd come out full of confidence. Maybe attack him a bit. I know it's Old Trafford, but Gandalf's probably had the worst game of his career. Well then, it's all over. I mean, what? 3-0 in the first half. Gandalf, man. Do you remember the Great White Hope boxing film, and you really think, this boxing champion who's gone past it and he's got fat? Everyone thinks he's tired and he's no good anymore. And they dig out this old white boxer, the only person who's ever beaten when they were amateurs, when they were kids. And they bring him out of retirement, they trade him up, and everyone really thinks he's going to win. And it's this big build-up, and you get to the end. I think the old school big black boxer just knocks him out like that. Well, it's our time. I'm going to be angry. Angry. Show me something else. That was absolutely terrible. Extremely poor. You're all fired up, are you? Alright, we'll kick off the second half. I mean, Jesus Christ, where are you, mate? It's like watching an animal who's been run over, but it's not dead, but it's dying. They're like slowly. Fernandez on the ball. Are they going to destroy me anymore? The crowd are chanting, "We want 5," and they've got it. Doesn't matter. Then they've got a finishing of 11. Making 3 changes because we've got some appalling performances. Moss on a 5. You can see him for yourself. And there we go. Full time here at Old Trafford. Manchester United 5. Manchester Central. Yeah. See him again. I'm going to be angry. I'm far from pleased. They're all fired up. Fired up for what though? Fucking season's over. There's nothing to play for. I think what I've got to do is, I'm massively disgusted with that, I'll be honest with you, and I'm sorry about that performance because I didn't think that'd happen. But I think I've got to put it into perspective where we've come from, where we've got, what we've achieved, and to get to a semi-final in our first year. I mean, I think that's something, but this has just made me think, I don't care if you watch it, I don't care if people stop watching this. I'm making another season. I want to win a Premier League or a Champions League. In episode 69, what I'm going to do is something different for once. I like to mix it up a bit. We will have a summer special at some point, but I'm going to do one last episode for this series. We're going to finish off the season. I know it's a game that doesn't really matter, Sunderland away, but we'll just kick off with a quick live con. And then we'll have a look throughout the season. We'll have a look at the players because I want help from you guys. We're going to go through the squad. I'm going to show you what they actually look like. You can pause it and have a good look at these players in depth, and you can say, keep him. If you think I could get rid of someone or I need an area I really need to improve, I'm going to try and get as much information out of you guys because I'm good at this game, I think, but you're all fans too, and I believe you're good at this game as well. So let's work on this together. Let's maybe try and tweak this squad so we can win something big next year. So there we go. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy that. At least the first half was good. Smash the like button. If you're new, feel free to subscribe. So yeah, I don't care if people stop watching it. We're definitely doing another season. Sod it. And then after that, we'll do a summer special where we'll go for the transfers, the pre-season. We might even kick it off with a game actually in the episode 70. Check it out. Right then, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I've been booed. You've been great. I'll see you next time.